Hey guys, Charlie here from GuitarMasteryMethod.com, and today I'm going to show you to play exactly what I just played. So that is a really cool solo lick using the A minor blues scale. Alright, so don't worry about the theory, I'll just quickly play it just so that you know, those who are wanting to know. So it looks like this. Okay, now for those who want to know a little more, it's using the G scale pattern, the G pentatonic scale pattern with the added blues note. But that's enough theory, we're not talking about that today. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this lick down into 3 sections. And it's going to make it a whole lot easier to learn. So first of all, what I want you to do is put your third finger right here on the 7th fret of the G, alright, the G string right there. And then what we're going to be doing is something I've always called the Chuck Berry, because I mean so many blues guitarists do this, but Chuck Berry always did it a lot. Alright, and it is this here. Alright, so what we're doing is we're bending up this this note here on the 7th fret, and then we're playing 5 and 5 down here. Now, key things to make sure you do is make sure you bend this a whole note so it's actually sounding. You want it to sound like like a 9, all right? So you want it, as you bend it up, it should sound pretty close to a 9. Ideally, should be bang on, right? All right, now when you do that bend, also help out with those other fingers. Obviously, we're going to be having first finger over here on the 5th fret, so you really only have that middle finger to help it, but just trying to do it with that finger on its own is going to be very hard. So make sure you have your middle finger there to help lift up the string. So we're doing that bend, and then we're taking that finger off, and then we're playing the 5 and the 5. Okay, and then so if you look at my picking hand, we're doing the bend, and then I'm playing down, and I'm playing up, and that allows me to get around to playing the downstroke on the G again. Now we're going to do that 4 times. Okay, now play it through just a little bit slower so that maybe if you're a beginner, it'll be a little bit easier to follow along. Alright, so that is the first part. So what I want you to do is pause this video right now and then just practice that over and over until you've got it sounding like this. And once you do, continue on. So we're continuing on, and we're going to learn the second lick in this full lick, alright? And it sounds like this. So what we're doing there is your pinky, 4th finger, is going to be on the 8th fret of the B string. And then you're going to play that note, and you're going to pull off to the 1st finger. And then your 3rd finger is going to come here and play the 7th on the G. And then you're going to play the 5th fret with your 1st finger on the B string again. So far we have this. After that, 3rd finger here on the 7th fret, and you're going to pull that off to the 5th fret. So add that on to the end of what we already have, and we have this. Alright, now all we have to do now is play the 7th fret on the D string, and then the 5th fret on the G string before we do the bend. Alright, so if we do everything but the bend, it's going to look like this. I'll do that again, even slower. Okay, we add a little bit of speed into it, and it starts to sound pretty cool. And then we're going to be doing a bend here. Again, you can help out with those other fingers. Since the 1st finger isn't down here holding those strings, that can help lift it up. And then if you want to, you can add a bit of vibrato at the top as well. All right, so that is the second lick of 3 in this one big lick. So I'm going to play what we have so far. We have the Chuck Berry 4 times. Straight into this. Now you notice that from the first part, the Chuck Berry, the times 4, the first finger is already here on the 5th fret, so we don't have to move that. The pinky can just jump on that and pull off to it. Alright, now once we get to that part, we're going to be doing this. You can finish off with an A chord too if you like. So what we're doing there is starting on the 5th fret, and we're going to do a hammer on and a pull off straight away. So one pick and we get 3 notes. So we're picking, hammering onto the 7th fret with our 3rd finger, and then pulling off back to the 5th fret. And you do want it to be quite quick. So you're not going, we want. Alright, so you want to get that finger on and just give it a little whip off, and that will allow the string to ring out. And then just above it, we're going to be putting a 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, and we're going to be palm muting these 2 notes, alright? So your hand comes across here, lightly on the bridge. Alright, and then so what that's going to do is just really help the next note sound like it's exploding out of nowhere. Alright, and then we're going to be playing with the 1st finger on the G 5th and the B 5th. And when we do that, we're going to give it a little bit of a tug down. Now you notice that when I do that, the whole way I hold my hand changes, okay? And that's because we really want to get this kind of sound. Notice I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to pull directly down. I've got a twisting motion, all right? So I'm actually using this, the fact that my finger can't bend that way, to my advantage, right? And so I'm holding the strings more of the side of my finger than anything, and then just doing a twisting motion. It's actually the same kind of motion you would use for vibrato. But if you are just starting, it will be a bit tricky to get, but stick with it. All right, and now if you're having too much trouble, just feel free to play those 2 notes, okay? It'll still sound pretty cool. So far, including that bend, that little tug down, we have this. All right, so you see how important it is to make sure you get those palm mutes, and we want to make sure we're doing alternate picking on those palm mutes to allow for the speed that we need, okay? Because we don't want to be doing 2 downstrokes like this. Okay, a whole lot easier be doing a down up. From there, we play the 7th fret here again, but no palm muting this time on the D string. And then we're going to be playing these 2 notes back down here, not bending them this time. Okay, and then back to 7 and playing the 5 on the D string, and then a 7 and a 5 on the A string. Something's going to happen there in a minute, which we'll get to. So far we have this. Okay. Now once we are here, we're going to be doing this. So just the same as we did that quick hammer on pull off on the 5 and 7 on the G, we're doing the same thing but 5 and 6 on the A string. And that's going to help tie us to the end when we play the pinky on the 8th fret of the low E string and then the 5th fret, and you can shake the hell out of that if you want to as well. So that 3rd section sounds like this. Okay, so all together we have this. So now what I'm going to do is play it through again, but really slowly, and that's going to basically give you a clearer picture of exactly what's going on and break it down a little bit more. A little bit faster. And it's full speed. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed learning that lick as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. So thanks for watching, and just a quick note that below in the description box you'll actually find a link to my website, and I have a free gift there waiting for you. If you click that link, it will take you directly to the page where you can download your copy. So thanks again for watching. This is Charlie Wallace from GuitarMasteryMethod.com.